Good morning, guys. We are working on MBT6 today, which is working on just multiplication, but now applying it to a real world problem. So we've already kind of had the back lesson, so this lesson shouldn't take very long at all today. We are going to look at mixed numbers here. Jillian bought 2 3/4 pounds of flour. Victoria bought 1.5 times. I'd like to look at the keyword as much as. There are my keywords. As much as Jillian, how many pounds did Victoria buy? So when you're working with fractions, if you remember from the last time, what do we have to do to these mixed numbers? We can't just multiply them as mixed numbers. We need to change them into, yes, improper fractions. So what you're going to do right here is you're going to change this into an improper fraction. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 3, 9, 10, 11. So now we have 11 fourths times 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. You have 3 over 2. And now we are working with multiplying it straight across. And you will do your hamburger buns. And what you're going to get is you're going to get 33 eighths. And I want you to change that back into a mixed number. So if you'll take a moment and change that back into a mixed number and type it in. Remember, when you're typing in the whole number, it's the whole number, space, and then your top number, backslash, and your bottom denominator. That's how you're going to enter it in. So you have to put a space between your whole number and your fraction. Okay? It says right here about writing your equation and solution you've already done. You can explain your thinking. You can write that I've changed my improper fractions. I changed my mixed numbers into an improper fraction, and then I multiply. Okay. Remember, you can always pause it, go back if you need to continue writing. Carlos has 7/8 cup of sugar. He uses 4/6 of, keyword is of, he's only using 4/6 of the 7/8. What fraction did he make? I want you to take a moment, multiply it, and make sure that you type in the answer. Make sure that it is reduced. This one's going to need to be reduced into the lowest common form. Otherwise, you're going to have, when you enter in a number, you're going to have an improper fraction there. Okay? I'm not worried about explaining your thinking down here because you kind of already did that over here. Henry has a recipe that calls for 1.5 cups of sugar. He wants to use a half of that amount. How much sugar will he use? 1 1/2 times 1/2. So I want you to take a moment, make sure that you change your mixed number into an improper fraction and multiply. So if you will solve that problem and then type it into your kid block here. Once you've gotten the answer, you're going to have explain your thinking. I'm not worried about. You'll turn to the back. This one's a little bit bigger. Aiden recorded how many miles he ran each day for 1 week using the table to solve the following questions. Okay? Aiden ran a half as much on Tuesday as he did on Thursday. So you need to take Tuesday, so he did half as many as he did on Thursday, and you need to times it by 4/3. When you times that by 1/2 times 4/3, you're going to get Tuesday's answer. So if you'll take a moment and solve that, if it turns into being an improper fraction, please simplify that. If it turns into be not an improper, but a bigger and it can be reduced, please reduce it, because the only way that it will show up in Edpuzzle will be through a reduced fraction there. Okay? B, Aiden ran twice as much as he did on Friday as he did on Saturday. So you need to look at Saturday's date, which is 3/4, and you need to times it by 2. Think about what goes under 2. Take a moment and solve that. If it is an improper fraction, please make sure that you reduce it and you also change it into a mixed number. That's the only way I will accept it on Edpuzzle, because by now you guys should know how to do an improper fraction and a mixed number. Okay? And then it says write a word problem to represent the following number sentences. 3/4 times 6/3. I want you to take the time. You're probably going to want to go down here and solve the problem first. And then I want you to type in your problem right here. You can write it down first, that's prior to it, and then type it in. But I'm going to be expecting a word problem in here for you to get full credit. Okay, don't forget to turn this in.